We are back with Kathy Garver, of course, for many of you, and still those of you who watch on Catchy Comedy every morning, Sissy on Family Affair, and was particularly for us baby boomers, was somebody that we enjoyed growing up with when the show was on from 1966 to 1971. Now, Kathy and I are going to play family affair trivia. It's going to be a format like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. So if you hear that music in the background, you'll know that it's the same type of game. But I want you to play along at home with us. And Kathy, I'm gonna give you the question, and Kathy is going to try the answer. And I'll make a bet that she nails this one. So, Kathy, are you ready?
I am ready.
All right. Question number one. In what state did Sissy, Buffy, and Jody live before they were adopted by their Uncle Bill? A, Illinois, B, Iowa, C, Indiana, or D, Nebraska?
Well, I was intimately acquainted with these characters, and I visited the state, so I would have to take C, Indiana.
Right, you are.
How many points do I get?
Well, that was for $100.
Okay.
Now, here we go. Yeah, it was. They were actually from Terre Haute, Indiana, which is where my wife and I just got back from a camping trip at just about a week ago. So it's a lovely city, and we really enjoyed being part of that. All right, you ready for number two?
I'm ready. Are you all ready out there? Here we go.
Here we go. All right, now play along at home. Which of these Andy Griffith Show actresses played Uncle Bill's secretary, Miss Lee? Was it A, Eleanor Donahue, who was Miss Ellie, B, Betty Lynn, who was Thelma Lou, C, Anita Corso, who was Helen Crump, or C, Joanna Moore, who was Miss Peggy? All right, Kathy, which one?
Well, that's very interesting because I just did an audiobook from the biography of this woman. So I know it is Betty Lynn.
It is Betty Lynn. Yes, Thelma Lou was there, and she didn't even have Barney to help out.
No, her book was Becoming Thelma Lou, and I did, as I say, I did an audiobook for it that's available on Audible for anyone who wants it. There you go.
All right, remember, go there because there are huge Andy Griffith fans all across our region here. Number one fan, I can tell you, is a guy named Rex West who could answer any of that. So here we go. All right, number three. Kathy, here's your question. Which Brady Bunch regular played a friend of Buffy's who ends up sadly dying at the end of the episode? Was it A, Maureen McCormick? Was it B, Susan Olsen? C, Eve Plum? Or D, Mike Lookinland? Which one of those four?
Now, it's between two of them, but I'm pretty sure it's Eve Plum.
Right, you are. It is Eve Plum.
Another 100. Okay, we're up to $300.
$300 here, Kathy. I told him that you were going to do this 3 for 3 or so far. So let's see. I know you're going to get 5 of these, but there's one I think may be iffy, but I'm not even sure now, considering something you said in our first segment. All right, here we go. Number 4. In an early episode of Family Affair, who drew caricatures of the Davis family for a display at a PTA meeting? Was it A, Buffy, B, Jody, C, Sissy, or D, Mr. French?
I know this because Kathy Garver actually drew the caricatures of Mr. French as Sissy, and I still have that I drew. And
it is correct, Kathy. You've done it again. You know that is one of the few things that they had on the TV guide listing. There was a little bar, and below the listing it said Kathy Garver, who plays Sissy, actually did the caricatures. You got even extra credit for that. So
Yay.
That was amazing. That was just terrific. All right, that was at Lexi High School, by the way.
Oh, okay. Now that's a good trivia point.
That would be a great question. All right, number 5. Here we go. In one episode of Family Affair, Sissy suddenly begins calling Mr. French by his first name. What was it? Was it A, Nigel, B, Giles, C, Niles, or D, Peter?
Well, I think that it was Giles.
It was. I remember you're sitting at the dining table, and all of a sudden you said Giles, and whoa, Miss Sissy.
Yes, and I says, well, it's come to the point that we're not going to treat you as a man's man, but you are our friend, Giles.
Yeah, gentleman's gentleman.
Yeah.
That was classic, though. It really was. All right, here's number 6 and final. Now, Kathy, you've got 5 for 5. The pressure's on you. So let's see what we can do with number 6. What band leader recorded the theme song from Family Affair on his orchestra's 1967 album, Winchester Cathedral? Was it A, Doc Severinsen, B, Ray Conniff, C, Les Brown and his band of renown, or D, Lawrence Welk?
I can hear the pop. Well, I know that the theme song was created by Duvall, who
Frank
was
Duvall, yeah.
Frank Duvall, and they were good friends with Lawrence Welk. And Don Feddersen produced the Lawrence Welk show, so I have to go with Lawrence Welk.
Final answer?
Lawrence Welk.
Yes, you're a 6
Okay, are you going to write me a check? Are you zelling me?
It's in the mail, Kathy.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very
gotta
much.
know. You gotta know. This lady was going to nail all 6 of them. I was sure. I started to throw in one about Lexi High, but I knew you'd remember that one too.
Well, I don't know.
We could even go into things like the Briarfield School for Young Ladies.
Yes. I think they failed with me.
Yeah. You didn't want to be there. You wanted to be back with the family in New York. You didn't want to just come home for the Christmas holidays. And so,
Right. They were always trying to get rid of me. No, it's not going to work. Not going to work.
No. Hey, I can't tell you how much I have enjoyed this, and also enjoyed your acquaintance, and because of the fact that this is a show that I grew up with and all the way to my senior year of high school, and the fact that it had so much that were family values that we a lot of times have lost in our country. And it was a wonderful 5 years on the show, and I thank you for taking time to be with us again.
Well, my pleasure. And congratulations on your 15th anniversary.
You know what that means? That means that I've just been here for a long, 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 long time.
It's okay. Family Affairs has been around for a lot longer.
Yeah, 58 years.
Oh,
so
all right.
You don't want me to tell you that again. Kathy, we'll do it again sometime soon.
Okay,
God
Steve.
bless. And again, thanks so much.
Thank you. You too.
And we're going to be back with more of Steve Beverly's TV Classics right after this important message.